In India, it's also the protection for the Indian factory worker and the Indian farmer. It's domestic issues come into play. But when it comes to India-US, there's also politics overriding it. I think that was visible even when it was EU and America dealing with it. I'll just read out a quote. It was Macron who said on July 30th, "To be free, you need to be feared," when he said, "and we are not feared enough." Do you see this happening globally, that unless you stand up for your rights and if you don't have that bully pulpit, you really cannot even negotiate on trade, forget about anything else?
Well, I personally think, and that's also the Danish take on this, that we are in favor of a rules-based international order where it's not a question of the big players just dictating what small players should do. The whole idea of the European Union is the opposite, and therefore when we negotiate as a matter of principle, it happens in good faith. We are trying to reach, for example, an agreement with India that would be mutually beneficial and not something based on our economic power enforcing you to do something that you would not like to do.
So you don't read the tea leaves on the India-US situation.
But my point is that it's clear that of course we are in a global situation where power still matters, and I think certainly in Europe we have also come to realize that sometimes maybe we also need to use the leverage we have, which comes with a continental-sized single market economy with 420 million consumers, a very large economy dominating certain high-tech sectors. So we can also use that to our advantage in negotiations with whomever, right? But I think the European idea is still that whenever we engage and negotiate, we do it in good faith to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. We're not pushing some countries to do things they don't like. That's contrary to the European idea.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.